Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today is our something challenge. Sorry, I had my headphone in and I realized I need to put it in its case. There we go. So today's our something challenge, and this week it's something boho. So I wanted to make a dangle. And I don't usually make dangles on camera because I'm kind of clumsy with them, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. So I already cut my stuff. I have some pieces of like silken material that came in a Happy Mail from Miss Lori, and then I have some of my favorite, I haven't used in forever, my crinkle cut binding that I used to use all the time. It's kind of funny, go in phases, you know. And I've already cut them. I'm going to be putting this on the Foxglove Forest Journal, Altered Book Junk Journal, and so I thought I would try to kind of match some colors. So we've got some golds in there, some more antique look. We've got white, we've got pink. So I didn't use a light pink. I used this darker. We've got greens and coffee dyed. So yeah, so we're just using a little mix for this dangle. And my book is, I don't know, approximately 8-9 inches tall. So I cut this to hopefully it won't be too long when it's laid next to it, okay? And so let me just make sure I'm kind of even here. Sorta, kinda. Before I go to, I'm just holding it up and evening it out. Sorry, I know you can't see, but I'll trim if I need to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I was gonna use a ring and just pull it through and do like a loop, but instead I decided to use a wire. Okay, and I'm gonna bring that up through the center and twist it. I don't usually do it like this, so I just thought I'd give it a try, see how I like it. Okay, and then we're going to add beads and stuff to the actual yarn and threads, but I picked this cap, okay, to go, and I thought we'd build kind of a little topper for it. If I can get both these ends through the right spot. There we go. Yay! Okay. Now, let's see if I have any beads. Actually, I was thinking about one of these, and since this is gold, I'll probably go with this one. These are from my love Annette. I wasn't sure if this would go underneath, or maybe I should just have it. Let's see. I was thinking about doing the pink because I have the white, and the silver would be great with it, and the pink is just so pretty. But this one's more like it's almost purplish, so I was looking at it thinking, well, that would go too, you know. So I'm wondering if I think this will fit actually and hang down. Let me see, and then I can just build on top of it. I was hoping to have it, let's see here, is it working for me? I think it is actually. Yeah, and it'll just hang down on the part there. And let's see if we have any. These are pre-made. I don't know if I have any beads that are like, oh, there you go. That one does it. What I was going to say is I don't know if I have any beads that will actually look good as the topper for me that'll fit this wire, because this wire is pretty thick. Oh, these look good. Let's see. Okay. It's a pretty bead. Look at that. They're very sparkly. Oh gosh, I have another thing over here. Let me see. I have so many different things. I don't know if any of these would do, but they might. They might. Let me see these little guys. No, those don't fit right. Let's see. Gosh, I didn't think I was going to have any beads that would fit, but I am. It's kind of funny. I keep holding it up because I want to see it, like, how it looks going down. I just want to make sure this is up. I was just going to dangle that from, I might do that. I was just going to dangle it from one of the threads or the yarns or something so that it would kind of, you know, dangle. Let's see here. I'll figure out what I want to do here. Just give me a sec. Okay. Let's try it again, shall we? Okay. I'm actually gonna tie this. I have it, it's really on there good because it's twisted. However, I think I would feel more comfortable if I did like a ribbon around it and gave it like that little head, you know, for it to go over, because then I'd know for sure it's not going to slip. This is so awkward to me to do this. I watch other people do stuff like this, and I know there's probably much better ways to do it than I'm doing it, but now I'm just gonna do a knot and let this kind of go down into the, there we go. And I'm gonna take some of this off because it's very long and annoying. There we go. All right. Now, let's see. Hopefully it'll go down over it. I hope. Yeah, it's actually, it's kind of funny. I thought it was going to be thicker than that, but I think I could almost, can I tighten it around it? It's not actually, it's actually smaller than this head. Let me see something. I have smaller ones. I was thinking I would need one of the larger ones, but let's try. I don't know if the wires will go through this, but we can try. Yeah, I think it's too small. It's only wanting to let one piece go through. We'll see. I might trash this, but I have to try. I'm using my pokey tool to just see if I can kind of make that a little bit bigger. I don't know if it'll work or not. Did you notice, Annette, I'm using your bead mat? Thank you so much for that. I needed one of those. You knew. She's, I don't know if you still do. You said, I think you said you used to make jewelry, right? She sent me in that, I think it actually worked, in that Happy Mail that she sent me was a bunch of beads, beautiful beads. Okay, so this is too small, so I will have to use the larger one and just make it work. I just wanted to at least try that smaller one. So, all right. Praise the Lord. We're good. We're good. It's going to work. Okay. So now, I do think I might use these, though. These are pretty. I have like a ton of different ones in here. Oh, this green might look nice. Oh, too small. Please. Well, I was thinking green because of our, oh, that one's pretty. Because of the, but that green actually matches better than this green on the front of my journal. Shoot. But I didn't have any, ribbon that was more that color, so that's funny. It'll be all right. It'll still look pretty. I'll just focus more on, less on the greens and more on like the pink. Yeah, I'll just stick with this one. I'm trying to think how I made that one I did for a top, well, not a topper, but dangle. Couldn't think. Okay. Let's see. These are cute. I was a little bit off. This one, I think. Do I have another one that's kind of like that? Yeah, there we go. Those are more fun. Okay, and then we are going to I'm gonna wrap. Do I want to wrap? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap here. And my little kit back behind me. Yeah. I'm out of practice, so pardon me for just a second while I work this out. I haven't made anything with my beads in months and months. I've been focused more on paper and stuff, and you know, with my space, this is always kind of a challenge for me to do beads and stuff like this. So let me see if I can get these little guys up here and do a good cut. Okay. Just bring those in. So we got a good wrap there and a little loop, double loop. Okay. Just trying to straighten out these holes here. Okay. What am I looking for? I think. Oh, I thought I had. Oh, here they are. I think I'm gonna connect. I'm not positive, but I was thinking I would connect one of these to the top so that it could just clip onto the journal and not. I wish this fit a little bit snugger. It's like I needed something kind of in between, or I needed to use thicker material. I used pretty thin material because I wanted to be able to manipulate the yarn and material better than with, than with it being thick. Now, should I put, do you think I should use, no. No, I'm going to use this because I think it matches those better. Okay. And let us see. So I brought along some, I didn't grab my charms, but I have this little bowl full of stuff I've made in the past that I thought would be kind of cute to hang. And then, of course, I wanted to use one of these to have it. That's why I moved it, because I kind of want it to hang. Now that it's not directly up against the gold, I'm thinking I might use the pink because I like the pink and the silver. And because I have the white thread on here and the white material, I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. I was thinking, oh, it won't look good because, It's silver, but I think a few weeks ago we talked about that, and I decided that I liked mixing the silver and the gold. So yeah, so I'm not gonna dwell too much on things like that. So if I do like a knot, yeah, it'll hang. I just kind of wanted it to hang and peek through, and I just love those, Annette. They're so beautiful, and I'm just wanting to decide how I want to connect it. Do I just want to do a knot? Yeah, I think with this I'll have to do like a knot around it, I think. Because if I do a knot underneath it, it's because it's silky material, I think it'll slip. But I believe this material's thin enough it can handle having the knot there. Yeah, so there's that piece on there, yeah. And then I'll do a couple of other beads down the way from it just to give it a little more. I'm wondering if, oh, you know what I don't have? Hold on one second. I gotta get my needle that I use to pull stuff through. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So let's see here. So now we're gonna attach, we're gonna do some beads. I went ahead and attached this one onto the same one as that. So now we got a little shine, a little bling. I think I'm gonna put this one here. I think it'll string on there. It's just that, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this because it'll make my life a little bit easier. Oops, I am so out of practice. And I know I constantly say this to you guys, but I am so tired. I didn't sleep last night, of course. Well, okay, I slept. However, I went to sleep at like, I was so exhausted after church and everything else that I went, we went out, and then when we got home, I was so wiped out. I fell asleep, of course, way too early. Yes, I fell asleep at like, I don't know, 5 o'clock. And I woke up at 10:06 to be exact. And I couldn't go back to sleep. I was thinking that these would be kind of fun because of this being more of a outdoorsy, you know, with the foxglove and everything, with it being more botanical. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. And I haven't gotten to use any of these. Let's see which ones. I don't think I have. I'll use this little guy. But yeah, so I was up at 10. Not good. Not good. Now I think if I tie a knot in the thread, I'm hoping it'll just hold. I hope. I don't know, the hole may be too big. Let's check it out. It might go right over it. No, it's good. It's good. Cool. All right. He's cute. Yeah, so, and then we had, a contractor guy came with his helper today, and oh, my landlord's doing stuff to my house that's just really gonna disrupt my life, I'll be honest. And well, I kind of told you about the fact that he's taking away one of our rooms, and he wants to turn it into an Airbnb. I'm gonna put that on there as well. He wants to turn the front part of our house into an Airbnb, which is the room I use. I've shown you guys before, the room I use for all of my crafting extras, and like I have part of my groceries are stored in there. Yeah, it's gonna be tighter when he's done. It's gonna be tighter in here than it's been before, I think. I'm hoping that, oh, that's pretty on there. I'm hoping that the back of the house, he's planning on doing, like, putting our stuff in the garage. I'm just praying he plans on putting some concrete down, because it's just dirt back there, and it's, oh, you guys. Anyway, so yeah, God is in control. I was telling you on the video, it was for this last Monday's or Tuesday's devotion. that, you know, the Lord is in control. And I was kind of having a morning because I was thinking so much about all of this. And so I'm like, okay, Tara, you're just really tired. That's really more what it is than anything. And I think that's the facts. I'm sleepy. I like shiny, and I'm looking at my stuff and I'm wondering if I can get any of these to fit. I think I can if I just attach my wire, you know, like do a wire, which I love to do anyway. So let's go for it. Let's see. Maybe this one will fit. I love shiny stuff on my dangles. So I do. Let's see. So yeah, that's where my head is today. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit thinking about other stuff because I had those contractors here, and the funny thing was the contractor was like, he couldn't speak super good English, but him and I were able to communicate enough, and he was looking at the room and he was like, this is going to be really expensive, is what he said, because he said the owner wants a kitchen. Okay, he wants a little tiny kitchen in there. He wants a shower. This is that small room. This is not working. This is that small room I showed you guys where I keep my books and stuff. And if you go back on my channel, you can see just how small that room really is. And yeah, so he's planning on doing all this work. And this contractor was just shaking his head. He was like, oh boy. He goes, there's no water line in here. There's no water line anywhere that I can catch it in your house, because our water line, you know what, I'm breaking that. Oh, almost. That is not good. Told you I'm out of practice. That's terrible. Look at that. Yeah, he said that he doesn't know what he's going to do about it, how he's going to be able to do this. You know what, I can't get that to work. It's how embarrassing. I'm just gonna cut this off and try something else. See, I ended up breaking that bead. But yeah, so the contractor was not, he was not positive, let's put it that way. He was like, yeah, no, this is not good. He said, I don't know what he's thinking, but this isn't good. And I was just laughing because I'm like, I don't know. He wants to take away the room and make it, and he wants to make it into an Airbnb, which would be fine if he was actually, I mean, he's going to spend thousands of dollars to make something into a room that's possibly not going to make him any money. Unfortunately, he would be better off, I hate to say it, he'd be better off to create, this isn't working for me, sorry guys. He'd be better off to create it into a studio, because it's going to cost him so much money to do it that I don't think it's going to be worth it to him, you know. All right, we're going to try something else. I know. I'm going to do this little guy. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. The Lord's in control. Which one did I have? Oh, yeah, it was these. And then our new friends at church, oh, sorry guys. Our new friends at church invited us to go to out of town to Tombstone, Arizona, which is where the OK Corral is located. It's where Billy the Kid had a gunfight. I am so gonna try this again. Hopefully I won't mess it up. Yeah, it's where Billy the Kid had a gunfight. Doc Holliday, all of those guys are buried. Yeah, at the OK Corral and Boot Hill, and it's in Tombstone. So they used to live right there, praise God, in Sierra Vista, and so they know the area really well, and they want to pay for the room, and oh, they're such a sweet couple. I love them so much. They're such a blessing. I would love them no matter what, but because they're just precious. But they're just so good to us too. On top of being such wonderful people, they're generous and loving, and you know, he's 94 and she'll be 75 next month, and they're just precious people. We spent the whole day on Saturday with them, and we had such a good time just visiting. And you know, Gordy did work for him. I did a little bit. I put together their bench for their out in front of their house. There we go. And it looked really cute. They got it at oh, you know, Big Lots. Yeah, super cute. So that was fun. That took way too long. I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't use my fingernail that way, but I always do. Yeah, so that was our... What else can I catch you guys up on? And if I repeat myself this week, just know I'm telling you all this stuff super tired. So I might forget I even told you. I'm just making an excuse for myself ahead of time in case I repeat myself. Just in case. Because you just never know, right? Let's see. Where do I want to put this one? This is pretty. Look at that. Can you see? I'm not that versed on boho. I love it, actually, when I see it, but I don't do it very often. I actually hardly ever. And so, which is funny, because if you guys knew me in real life, you'd know boho's like right up my alley, which is weird that I don't verse myself more in it. I probably should start doing that, because I do love it. If I had the figure to dress boho, I would, actually. That's how much I love it. I mean, I'm too kind of chunky to really enjoy it, but if I were a little more svelte, I would probably wear the skirts and the, you know, kind of the gypsy shirts, and I love all that stuff. But like, I love what's her moniker? I can't think of it. It's something gypsy. I just adore her. She is so daggone cute. She's from the UK, and she just cracks me up. She's so sweet. Something gypsy. I love her. I haven't watched in a while. I told you guys I haven't been watching videos as much, and so yeah, I can't think of her name. You probably know her though. She has long gray hair. She's tall and thin, very, very much the perfect gypsy look. Just absolutely adorable, sweetheart, sweet, sweet woman. Okay. There's that one. Let's see. I can't hold it up right for you guys to see it as good, but here. It's coming. It's coming. There. Maybe if I lay it out, it's easier to see it. Can you see it better? Okay. Let you see it closer. Okay. We're only at, oops, sorry. I went the wrong way. We're only at 28 minutes. We got a little more time here. So I'm wondering, how I want to connect this little guy. I don't think these are big enough. I was going to say I have these larger rings, but I don't think they're big enough. I need to get me a package of those bigger ones, because I also want to make another project, and I realized I tried to make it with these and it wasn't big enough, so that's why we haven't done. It's that one I mentioned with Pam's little index notebook. Well, that's not too bad. Let's see. Let's see how it is once I hook it. Oh, that's not bad. If I can just tighten it enough to make it stay on there. Because this this little bulldog clip will stick really good for the side of the top of the book. It'll go right down inside there. I started to use one that's like a rose gold, more of a office style bulldog clip, but it didn't quite shut the way I wanted it to. So yeah, I know it's crazy, but I think I'm going to add some glue between there just to make sure it's, you know, this little spot. There's a hair right there. Just needs a touch, just to, I don't even know if it's working. I hope it's working. Ugh. I just don't want it to slip out. Such a nuisance. That's not working. It's tight, but I can still see that little gap, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. Oh, and so we're starting a new Spanish church in the afternoons, and it's going to be just like our other services. We run, you know, just like it. Pastor said, you know, it's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be at 2 o'clock, so our other service ends around 12:10. And the drummer, his name is, or I guess you don't need his name, but he's Saul. He's going to be pastoring. And wonderful young man. I just got to meet him. Well, I went over and talked to him yesterday because I used to lead for about 10 years. I was part of the praise and worship team at Love International, which is my old church, and it's bilingual. And so I sing in Spanish. I'd have to kind of get myself back in practice. I was actually doing that earlier today. However, I do sing in Spanish. And so, yeah, I was telling him, I don't normally do that, but I kind of felt like I was supposed to go tell him, if you need any help, let me know, because I do lead in praise and worship. And then he was saying that the other two girls that sing for our church, they were like, yeah, we'll do backup for you, or we'll try, but we don't speak Spanish, you know. And I don't speak Spanish fluently or anything, but I have a really good accent, and I sang it for 10 years. I can sing Spanish with no accent to Hispanic people, okay? You know, when you do something like that long, you get kind of good at it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. You never know what the Lord's going to do. I don't know if anything will come of it, but I love singing. I miss it, like I told you guys. So I did go tell him my name and told him, look, you know, no. I told him no. You don't have to feel any obligation to call me or anything. I said, but if you need some help, I'm willing to help out. Let me know. So, you never know. I might do some backup for him. It'd be fun. Oh, and it was funny because there was a young man there, and he plays piano at my old church. Isn't that funny? He's going to be coming. I mean, well, what you guys don't know is this is like, we're in Casa Grande. My old church is in Phoenix. It's a big, like 70-some mile gap between where we're at, okay? It's a very big gap. And for him to have been there yesterday, and turns out he's going to be helping like every other week with the piano, you know. He said he could do like every other week because he does 2 weeks out of the month over at Love, my old church. And yeah, but I got to meet him, and he was telling me where everybody was, you know, all the people I used to be with and stuff. And it was just really cool. And I was like, awesome. You know, God is good. I'll tell you one thing about Arizona. I don't know about other states, but in Phoenix, in the valley, I don't care how far you go, don't burn bridges, because you will run into people again. You will see people again. I'm thinking I don't really need to do anything. These are staying right where I put them. So I'm going to put a few of the little wooden ones, and then I'll probably do like a knot at the bottom of this material. I just kind of wanted to give it a little bit of bling and a little bit of grunge, and you know, bling is always fun on a dangle to me, to make it look, you know, eye-catching, shiny, and pretty. This one's a little bit smaller. It's not wanting to pull through. Come on, baby. Don't fight me. It's trying. Oh, you know what? Duh. Oh, I don't have to kill your fingers, Tara. I forget. I'm just kind of reteaching myself this. It's terrible. I had started to get a little bit better at doing these, and then I quit making them again. And so I'm out of practice, and it's like, oh, you should have stuck with it, you know? When you stop doing something and you don't, you know, I didn't master it. I just got to where I was getting comfortable with it. Does that make sense? And now I'm like, okay, now you got to relearn the whole thing. Silly goose. Okay. I'm going to do one more of this kind with the brown, and then I'm going to do like a little knot at the base down here. Oh, maybe I'll do two more. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I think two more, actually. This one and another one. We shall see. Maybe I'll bring you up, and I'll do three more. And it'll just be like, because I like the darker ones better. I don't want the, and I like the odd number thing, you know, more than. There we go. Alrighty. There's that. I don't know. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. I'll just pull that. There we go. And we'll do a little knot at the bottom. Maybe. It's a little bit thicker, this material. There. Okay. There's that one. Yeah, this morning I had I had YouTube on, and I was pulling up songs I know in Spanish and just reteaching myself, you know, how to pronounce and how to flow. And I was like, okay, you know, I got to practice or I won't be able to do that. It's been, my goodness, since I sang in church in Spanish. Let's see. Gee, it's been since 2010, so 13 years. That's a long time. That's a long time. I was kind of I really felt like the Lord was telling me to walk over and talk to him, and I felt it last week, and I didn't. I walked by, and that was when they announced it. I'm lost here. I'm looking for a certain tool, and I can't I'm not sure what I was. Oh yeah, my little threader. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And yeah, and then I felt that, just that unction again yesterday, and I was like, okay, because I don't ever volunteer to sing. I always wait and see if the Lord asks me, I'll go do it. But yesterday I don't know, I just felt like I was supposed to go talk to him. I don't know. Hopefully I was right. We're gonna do some of these these are fun. Look, they're like little spacers, but they are shiny. Yeah, I think this is gonna go on our foxglove. I just think it'll be cute. Trying to stick with more colors that would match it. I don't know if this is gonna work on here. Let's see. Nope, it's gonna be too thick. I'm not gonna fight with that. We'll do a different bead, and we'll put those on a piece of the thread. That'll be much easier. Now let's see, do we have any more fun little guys like this? We do. Look at that. So that'll be 3 of those on there. That'd be good. Yeah, I have I was thinking, oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, well, it's okay. It's all right. Come on, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, just go through. There we go. yeah, I kind of feel like I lost it again. I really feel like it was the Lord telling me to go over there, because honestly, I haven't sung in Spanish in 13 years. So, yeah, I did it for 10. I mean, I did do it for 10, and I know I can do it again, but I'm totally out of practice on it, you know? And so, yeah, I really did feel like the Lord was telling me to go offer my assistance, because they're trying to put together the entire team for this new, not just the praise and worship, but like everything, the kids' church. They're going to be doing it with Crossroads. My pastor, he does everything with excellence. And he's like, we're doing it just like we do our English services. This is Crossroads Spanish, and it's going to be just as good as the other. You know, we're not taking any shortcuts. And I think that's awesome, you know. And there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in the community in Casa Grande. So it's just going to open up a huge door, you know, for new people to come to the body of Christ and come to the Lord. It's so exciting. So yeah, to be a part of that, I think is very, very, very cool. I don't think it's going to be a bilingual though. I think it's just going to be Spanish. So in my case, if I did help out with singing, I would probably just, you know, because I will already have gone to church earlier with the English group. So if I am gonna help at all, it'll probably just be leave right after, you know, because since it's in Spanish, I don't speak Spanish. I really don't. So yeah, I'm thinking it'll probably be like, oh, you're gonna go sing, and then you're gonna leave. Okay, wondering. Let me see. I'm just gonna hold this up for a second away from you guys because I can't see. I just want to look real quick and see. You know what I'm gonna do on this one here, you guys? I think I'm gonna add. I'm gonna unknot this, and I'm gonna add a jump ring to it so that it'll hang a little looser, I think. Because right now it's like it's poking out. It looks weird. See if I can get this off without tearing this material. So you guys know this song, open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Abre mis ojos, Señor, los ojos de mi corazón. Yo quiero verte. Yo quiero verte. Y verte alto con poder, brillando en la luz de tu gloria. Manda tu amor y poder al cantarte santo, santo. Santo, santo, santo. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. So that's how we used to do it at Love International. We would oh, see, that one closed right up real good. We would go back and forth like that, and with this one I think it'll probably be all Spanish. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, but it'll be cool. It's gonna be wonderful for them. I'm really happy for everybody that's getting a Spanish-speaking Crossroads church, because it's a great church to be a part of. as some of you know now that you've been attending online. Okay, so I want to do I'm gonna pause for just a sec. I got some beads I want to grab. All right, I'm back. I went and grabbed these guys because these match with those, and they just kind of got that same bright green I used on the foxglove cover. So I'm thinking that they'll be fun. So I'm gonna put this one. I believe I'll put it on here. I think I'm gonna bring this one. I want some of them dangling a little more. I noticed I kind of hung them up really high. So I'm gonna use, what I was gonna do is make a few that are more just singles with, what do you call it? Where are they? Cannot think. These. Okay. Not the blue. I want the greens more. Well, I guess this is a blue / green. Okay. Oh yeah, and I was going to use some of these too. These are so fun. Okay. What time is it? Okay. These beads are a lot tougher than those other ones. Those other glass beads are super crystally and they break easy. Always make sure you squeeze your metal in the wire in, okay? So that you don't poke yourself. If you can find it, or if you're like me and you struggle to even find the metal, there we go. That one's more of a red. Okay. Yeah, I like these funky beads. They're fun. What did I do on that one? Oh yeah. These spacers are just adorable. I used up my first pack and bought more. So when I was doing all my back a few months, well, last year sometime, I was doing all the beading and stuff, having more fun with them, and I used up all those spacers. All right, where are you? Now I have another song in my head. It had to be you. It had to be you. I don't know why this song's in my head, but it is. That's accordion me thing. We constantly sing the wrong words to everything. we make up words constantly, just joking around. He does it even more than I do it. He's funny. He makes up some of the goofiest words, and I just stand there and stare at him. He's like, "What? You married me?" I go, "I know." That's the crazy part. He's funny. Little sweetheart. Okay. Let's see if I can do this really good like I did that other one. I think part of it was because I was using pliers and brought them together. Some of them just seem to like go, you know, they just like fit back together really well, and then others just don't. Let's see what this one will do. Ugh, bend like it does. I hate that. All right, you little stinker. Wanna fight with me? Okay. Not bad. And What did I do with it? Here you are. All right. Good job, T. Okay, and squeeze. It's Monday of last week, and I'm sitting here thinking about, I can't wait to see what you guys post for your cardboard projects, because we did the cardboard thing last week for our something challenge. Yeah. Did you like the box? I hope so. I am using it. It's in my room right next to my bed, just like I told you it would be. I was going to use it out here, and then I just realized, you know, why use it out here when I actually could use something in there, you know? I am going to try to put some of these little guys on here. Let's see. Where's my... All right, Tara. I brought a second one, but I don't know where I put it. My little needle thing. Where is it? Oh, shoot. And I can't see the one. Do you guys see it? You can't tell me, even if you do. You can tell me in the comments, but it'll be a week from now, and I won't know about it until we get there. I brought 2 of those threaders, and because I knew I'd probably break one of them, and I didn't break it, but I can't see it. I wonder if I dropped it on the floor. Let's look. Ah! Here's one of them. If I can pick it up. There we go. I found this one. I don't know what in the world I did with the other one. It's got like a little, you know, hook for thread, but I'm gonna take that off because it makes it easier. It makes it easier for me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put one of these on here. I think that'll be cute. And I think because it's the crinkle cut bind, yeah, it'll go through. I thought so. There we go. Give it a little bling, a little something something. Okay. I don't really want orange on there. I like those greens and the reds, or the pinks, I mean. Oh, come on. Pretty please. Oh, come on. This one's like a perfect match, too. It's got the blue and the green. Blingy. Blingage. Oh, my goodness. It does not want to pull. There we go. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they're on there tight. And one more. Uno más. Uno más. Yeah, you should have heard me speaking Spanish to the guy who came, the contractor. It was funny. And he was speaking English. He was doing good. We were both laughing at each other because, you know, when you try to speak another language, you're thinking in your first language. You know what I mean? And so I think in English. He thinks in Spanish. And so since English and Spanish say things kind of backwards from each other, it's comical. I always say I speak Spanish like a little kid. That's what I always tell people. I know I sound like a little kid because I say everything backwards. But people tell me I'm okay. I do my accent fine. I've always been able to do a good Spanish accent, but yeah, because I can roll my R's. So, that makes a difference. I had who was it? Somebody I knew who couldn't. Oh, actually, it's kind of funny. Actually, it was my late husband, and he was Mexican, and he could not speak Spanish. And he couldn't roll his R's. Isn't that funny? And he was full Mexican. His father and mother both were Hispanic. So, yeah. Of course, he didn't like the word Hispanic. He always called himself Mexican. He was like, I'm Mexican. I'm proud of being Mexican. I don't care. I'm not Hispanic. That's some new pop culture way of saying, you know, what we are. And he was just always like, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not, you know, like, I don't like, I know it sounds funny, but I don't like to be called Caucasian. I've never liked to be called Caucasian. And people look at me funny when I say that, but I just don't like that word. I think it's a weird sounding word. And I prefer to be called white. You know, I'm a white girl. I don't care. I'm European, but I'm American. You know, I'm just a white girl. My grandma used to tease me and say, honey, no one can ever mistake you for anything but white, because your skin is so white, you're pink. And then when I got older, people thought I was Hispanic, and it was so funny because I was like, no, I'm married to a Mexican, but but my name was my last name, of course, was Mendoza back then, and so I guess that and my dark brown hair, you know, or my darker hair and eyes. But my eyes aren't really that dark; they're green, so I don't know. They're a hazel, you know, like a brown green hazel, but mostly they're green. I mean, it is a dark green, so I guess that could fool people, but yeah, but I'm really light in my skin color. So yeah, she used to laugh and say no one would ever do that, and then when I got older, they did, and it was just kind of comical because it totally looked like oh, did you see what I did? I totally look like a white girl. I pulled too hard. I pulled too hard. Okay, we'll just make another one. How's that? We'll just do another one. We can even do it on a bigger one so it kind of dangles a little more. I like these little guys though. They look cute. These beads, I always like using them. What time is it? We're gonna have to end. Sorry I kept you so long on something that probably isn't that difficult for other people. There we go. And I was just wondering, do I want to... Oh, I knotted it. Shoot. I forgot. I pulled it, I ripped it apart. So it has a knot right here. Yeah, gummit. Tara. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Those guys came this morning at like 8:30. And I was so tired today, it took me... I did our devotion video early, and then I was just so tired. I just sat and watched like news. I was just, my brain it's not all there, and I thought, you better make a video. And so I thought, well, I always make Tuesday's video first. I don't know why, but I always make our something challenge video first, and then I go in and make throughout the week. I do other videos. Yeah, so... Okay, so I really want, I'm going to do a little knot on the tip of this just because it makes it more, I don't know, it looks better to me. There we go. Okay, and then this one, I wonder if I could just, if these would run, let's see. Let us see how they do by themselves without the dangles, just them on the... I'm thinking if I put them on this and the material, what do you call it? It might work. The thread, the eyelash yarn. So we can give it a try, right? Let's see if it'll pull through. I don't know. Might not. Nope. They're gonna have to go on the eyelash yarn. That's okay. That's okay. We can do it. Yeah, I think this is actually going to look pretty cute once it's done on the side of the journal. And before we close, I'll probably add a few more beads to this afterwards, just letting you guys know. But, oh, come on now. It's just thread. Go through. Thank you. But I was thinking, I'll show it to you before. Oh, wait, come on. Ugh, it's not pulling through. You're not that thick. Mm. Gee, whizzle sticks. Why? Come on, baby. There we go. All right, please come through. Wow, it doesn't seem... Oh, wow, dude, seriously. Tara, I tore the thread, you guys. Oh, ay, Dios mío. All right. Shoot, that stinks. I am so sorry I shook you guys. I rocked you all the way across the room. I guess that's not going to work. So I will have to figure out something else. But for right now, I'm going to have to finish this off camera because I took too long and, you know, it's time consuming. But I'm going to pull the camera up some so that you guys can see it. Okay? So I can hold it at an angle where you can actually. So there's the top. Okay? And then... That's boring. Wait, all the beads are on this side. Ugh, I'm at a bad angle. Can you kind of see? No, not at all with it over there, Tara. So sorry. How do they show them so good? Sometimes people show theirs and they just look, you know, really cool. Okay, and let's hook it to the book so you can see that. In fact, I think I will. You're gonna get to see my shelving unit here a little bit. That's behind me. It's messy, see? So I'm gonna put it in here, and it fits right down inside there. See? And I'm gonna probably trim it. Yeah, it'll have to be trimmed a little bit. But that's it against the book. As you can see, the colors blend really pretty with the pinks and the greens and all the good stuff that's there. So yeah, it's definitely going to need to be trimmed down some. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just let it hang, you know, and it'll be like if they have it on a shelf, you know what I mean? It'll come... Oh, you can't see. I hate that. It'll come kind of... No, it's too long. It's definitely too long. I shall figure it out. But anyway, that's my contribution to our Bohemian, our Boho Week for Something Challenge. I feel like I'm not holding that right. So you guys can kind of see it. Sheesh. And I hope you felt inspired and that you guys post some really cool stuff for our boho. I know you will because you guys are really good at that. I've seen some of your stuff. I wonder if I hooked it right up here, if you could get a better view of it. If I bring the camera, I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to bring the camera off and let you see it hanging, okay? Because there, that's a little bit better. So you can see it hanging down. And then I'll add more beads, of course. I don't understand why you can't see what I did, because I did a lot. Here. It's bugging me. Can you tell I'm tired? I know you can, because I'm not usually this particular. So anyway, there. That looks a little better. You can kind of see. Okay. I don't want to grab the phone the wrong way and stop my filming. But as you can see, there's a lot going on in there. It's just, I haven't done enough yet for it to really show up. Okay. But we're going to trim. I am going to go in and just cut like the bottom. Let's see. And then I'll probably just go ahead and re-knot. Let's see if I can get you back on here and you can see me cut it. Yeah, so I'm I'm going to trim off probably a good little bit. I don't think I'm going to be cutting into any beads. This little guy is a little low, but because he's on that thread, I think I can, yeah, he's going back up. It's so silky that you can kind of move him a little bit. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim the base of this off here by about 2 inches. And that way it's not laying on the floor, which it feels like it is right now. Okay, I'm going to take and do the other side. I don't want to cut that bead. I feel like I'm going to trim. I'll have to move some of these beads up just a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so there. Now, let's see. Let's pull it. We're going to pull it out so that you guys can kind of see. I'm going to bring the book in, okay? I think that'll help. Just clipping it on. Yeah, that helped a lot. There we go. That's much better. There we go. See? It's kind of cute, right? And it does match. I mean, the colors are all in there. You know, the greens. This purple's a little bit more of a purple, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to bring this bead up a little bit because it's down at the end now. But it's just a little knot, so it won't matter. But yeah, so there's my contribution. We got our little boho, and I think it's kind of cute. I think it's going to look pretty on our journal, so, or our altered book. I'm going to tie a knot. I'm just keeping you guys with me as long as I can because I want you to know what I did. A lot of times, I know sometimes things look different to you probably after I get off camera, because I'll get off and be like, oh, I should have done this. I hate when I do that too. There's been times I've almost filmed a little bit and added it to the video because I'm like, oh, I totally changed something and they didn't even get to see me what I did, or I add something. And I do that with a lot of the stuff I decorate with you guys. I'm sure you might have noticed once in a while that things look different. And it's because I get off camera and get creative. I'm like, oh, wait, I could have done this, or I could have done that. In fact, there's been times when you guys have written me in the comments not knowing that I made changes to a piece, and you've made the suggestion of something that I did do after I got off camera. Because when I'm on camera, I'm still, okay, I don't want to use the word nervous, but I'll be honest, I'm always feeling like I'm trying to do better. I'm always feeling like I need to hurry. And I'm sorry, this is a very aggravating thing I'm doing here. I always feel like I need to hurry. And so when I'm with you guys, I'm kind of rushing at the end and not really finishing what I could do to something. Does that make sense? And I'm trying to get better about that because I like you guys seeing like everything, or at least seeing the whole outcome. So there's that. And then yeah, I'm gonna add some more goodies to these that are empty because I really like beads on pretty much everything. But as you can see, it matches and it's cute. It's gonna be a pretty little dangle off the side of this altered book. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and I will see you in Thursday's video. Well, I'll see you in tomorrow's devotion if you come hang out with me like that. If not, I'll see you on Thursday. God bless you. Be safe. Be well. I love you. Bye. I just realized my button is not where I need it to be. I couldn't hit it. Bye, guys.